Welcome to North Dakota State Stadium. Just about to turn the corner into the back half of the season here on EA Sports College Football. It is Week 7. It's the Nevada Wolfpack and the North Dakota State Bison. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. We are keeping an eye on the weather in this one. Holly Rowe has the latest.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Guys?
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. So North Dakota State lined up and ready to kick it away to get this thing started. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running inside, it's Turner. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Let's talk for a second about Nevada. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home, and now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And he'll work his way on the return out. .35-yard line before he stopped. The run inside. It's Scott. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Red 54. Red 54.
He wants to change this route.
Ready, go.
Brown wants to pass. Here's a heat. And it's a sack.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25.
Hey, move. Let's go, defense. Freeze, freeze. Here we go. Ready, go.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pressure coming. And they got him.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Turner. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there, forced the TFL.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. Jones to throw. Got his man. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a fourth down.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Turning it on. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because dude, you see the yellow line, go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Nevada comes to the line after getting the first down. Pulls it on the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The sack makes it an even longer third down chance for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Rushes on him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Just barely enough to tuck it into that right corner. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it out. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. On the move, it's Scott. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Trying to impose their will with the run. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Brown will throw it. He'll try to do it himself. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on the 2nd and long.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure. But this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
He'll try the right side. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Now improvising. He's going to run it. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, get him to the ground for no gain.
Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. Looking to take a shot. Picked off to stop the threat. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. But you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll run it again. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, you're seeing this more and more often in college football with the analytics and everything else, but 4th and inches, they decide to go for it and they pick it up on the ground.
You know, I really think it's a smart move, too, because why just give up and hand them the ball and give the defense a boost of morale that they really didn't earn?
Yeah, and I like the decision, too, based on who their personnel is and what their identity is as an offense. They want to be physical and control the line of scrimmage. It's a good call.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Might be changing the route. Brown wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Escapes the pressure going right. Plucks it out of the air. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Myers on the move. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Nevada going quickly. Running the red zone. It's Turner. Headed to the end zone. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. He'll return it. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The offense changing the play. Brown will throw it. Oh, they're after him. Rolling right and going deep. Makes a grab on the shot. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He goes right back to the air. Bringing the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Kept it, and he's past the marker. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the #1 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Ducks on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Break. Here we go. Down. Ready. Go, go.
Running inside. It's Scott. There's a little room there. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Keeps it on 1st down. Breaks into the open. Hits the slide, got the 1st down with his feet.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another 1st down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Going to the run, it's Scott.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They want to run this quarterback. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Kelly. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Now it's Nevada out there to go on the attack. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Looking outside, it's Turner. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. He's got an open man, and he's brought down after a nice game.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
The Wolfpack might just keep spinning it after that last one. The run inside. It's Woods. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Jones wants to throw it. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Third and 6 yards to go. Unloads quickly. He was trying to get it to the 25, but the defense stands tall, and they force a 4th and short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Moving out to the right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
The option, he'll keep it. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Brown wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Fires complete on the crosser. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Under fire. And down he goes.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Here's the pressure. He's going to take off. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go right back to the run. And they're able to make the tackle.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
A 3rd and long here. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting the touchdown. Jones to throw. Pocket breaking down. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. A quick pass to the left. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll ride the hot hand. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. Second and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Jones wants to throw it. Looking to scramble. Throwing on the run. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Pulls it in at the 25. He gets a block. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. We'll see if that failed fourth down. There he goes! And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Muscling ahead on third and short. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten at this point. You've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were, they knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams. And they've been able to do that to this point. So, David, to your point, just keep getting better every single week moving ahead. And this team could be in the college football